What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I am trying out a new intro. If you guys like it, let me know in the comments section down below. I replaced the hey with the what is up. So again, if you guys like it, let me know down below. But anyway, moving on past that. Today is July 3rd, which means that the summer transfer window has been open for about 2 to 3 days at this point. And Barcelona, oddly enough, are yet to announce the signings of Kylian Mbappe, Erling Haaland, Kevin De Bruyne, and Bukayo Saka. What is going on, man? Obviously, my sourcing in Catalonia is off because I was sure those players are going to get announced any day now. And obviously, it's not happening. Now, obviously, that was a joke, kind of a shitty joke, but you got to try it sometimes. In all seriousness, though, obviously, Barca have plenty of time, 2 months to go out and sign players in this transfer window. But I'm not breaking any news here, guys. This summer transfer window is crucial for Barcelona. It is crucial. It is imperative that you go out and fill the holes. That sounds kind of gross, but also kind of hot. That you go out and strengthen the squad with the right players. Because obviously, if Barcelona want to contend for trophies this up and coming season, which I expect us to, you got to strengthen the squad. And obviously, Barca last year, we didn't contend for any trophies, let alone win any trophies. We got knocked out in the quarterfinals of both the UCL and the Copa del Rey, and both of those exits were embarrassing, in my opinion, to Bilbao and to PSG. And in the league, let's be honest here, guys, Madrid had that league won by basically mid-March, early April. So the league was never in contention, in my opinion, either. So obviously, this year has to be different. And the way that you change that is by going out and getting the players that can implement Hansi Flick's vision on the pitch. Obviously, you went out and got the manager. In my opinion, you made the right choice with Hansi Flick, a treble, sextuple winning manager who I think is going to do a great job this up and coming season. But now, you actually got to go out and get the guys who play football on the pitch, who have the ball at their feet. And I think in this summer transfer window, the one question that all Barca fans are asking themselves is, what is a priority for Barcelona? Are we going to get a DM? Are we going to get a left winger? Are we going to get a fullback? Because obviously Barca, a decade ago, we didn't have to pick and choose. We could just go out and get the best left winger, the best fullback, and the best DM if we wanted to. Because obviously Barca, 10 years ago, in my opinion, had a little bit more pool. But also, more importantly, fuck pool, they have more money. Barca don't have money now. So in my opinion, Barca's mentality, and people have brought this up also, Barca's mentality in the summer transfer window, what we've seen from the reports, is that Barca are going to either focus on getting the best left winger or the best DM they can get. So either you go out and get Nico Williams or you go out and get fucking, Kimmich or Subimendi. So today I want to talk to you guys and I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below as well of what do you guys think the priority for Barca should be this summer in terms of position and also player. And like I said, I'm gonna give you guys my answer right now in this video. I'm not gonna drag it on too far. Let's just get into it right now. I think Barca's priority this summer, and I've changed my mind on this, by the way, if you've watched my videos for a long time now. I think Barca's priority should be Nico Williams on the left winger. Go out and get Nico Williams. Not any left winger, not Luis Diaz, not any left winger. Go out and get Nico Williams for 58 million. Talents like that at that price don't come around very often. And like I said, I'm doing a 180 here because, as you guys know, for the longest time, my biggest priority for Barca was the DM. Because I saw us this year without a DM last season without a DM, and we looked fucking horrid. Putrid, honestly. And we can't, like, obviously with Romeo and playing Gundogan there and playing Frenkie de Jong there, and obviously it didn't work. We couldn't replace Busquets. And for me, I don't want to see that again. But at the same time, when I look at this, the DMs or the midfielders that we've been linked to, none of them really convince me. Joshua Kimmich doesn't convince me. Subimendi obviously convinces me, but Barca are not linked to him at all. I mean, I haven't heard anything about Subimendi over the past couple months. Merino's good, but not really a DM. And Amadou Onana, I watched him at the Euros. He's a really, really good player. His football IQ is super high, and he's very physical and very sound defensively, which is obviously great. Barca needs something like that. But also, I watched him against France, bro. With the ball at his feet, he can't do anything, bro. He gets rattled way too easily. He's kind of like the opposite of Busquets in that sense. Busquets with the ball at his feet, obviously, in my opinion, is the best DM with the ball at his feet of all time. I think Busquets is the best DM of all time, period. But obviously, with the ball at his feet is what he excelled at. And Onana's just not that way. Now, Barca, you have to know how to play with the ball at your feet if you want to actually succeed. So again, what I see from Onana, if Barca bring him in, I wouldn't be upset, by the way. I would not be upset if Barca bring in Onana because, like I said, what I saw from him at the Euros, he has a very high IQ, which you need to play at Barcelona. And like I said, he's very physical and very imposing. But with the ball at his feet, it's just, I just can't, bro. I can't. It doesn't convince me enough. And like Angelo Stiller, he's still too young, kind of an unknown. So all these DM targets or like midfield targets, because it's not just DMs, it's also ball-winning midfielders, don't really convince me. Nico Williams 100% convinces me. I'm fucking sold. If this was Shark Tank, I'm investing all my money and I'm investing everything that I have on Nico Williams stock, bro. If Nico Williams was a stock, it's going to the fucking moon. I'm telling you, bro. And for 58 million, that is a bargain, bro. It is a bargain, man. I mean, we see how he's playing at the Euros. He's been arguably Spain's best player at this Euro, and Spain have been the best team at the Euros. He's been arguably the best player on the best team in the Euros. This like we're watching it right now in real time. If you didn't have a chance to watch Nico Williams at Bilbao, which I'm sure most people who aren't La Liga fans didn't watch him, you're getting to see him now. You're getting to see how good this guy is in Barca. We have a chance to go out and get him for 58. Usually in a market like today, if Nico Williams would be going for 100 and something, bro. Over, like, if he would be going for triple digit, like, what would that be? 9 figures. Not 9 figures. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 9 figures. You'd be going for, I don't know why I'm stupid. He would be going for 9 figures, bro. And we have a chance to sign him for 58. Now, obviously, every other team also has a chance to sign him for 58. But Barca, if you're going to splurge on one guy, let it be Nico Williams. Not Luis Diaz, okay? I don't want him. I want Nico Williams. And I think with Nico Williams and unfortunately, Robert Lewandowski down the middle because he's going to play for Barca. And Lamine Yamal on the right-hand side. And obviously, you can bring in Rafinha, you still have Joao Felix, you still have Ferran Torres, which I'm not really happy about. But, you know, they're there. Even though I think Joao Felix is actually going to... I don't know if he's leaving or staying yet. Obviously, we're yet to find out. They obviously posted a goodbye. But it's not official that he's not going to come back on another loan. But still, bro, I think Barca with those attacking options, again, and Roque, obviously, which I hope he starts over Leo, but it's not going to happen. I think Barca with that drastically changes the team going into next year because we're seeing Nico Williams right now, how much of a threat he can be and how he's like a one of those old school wingers, man. He gets the ball out there, he gets a one-on-one with a fullback and he's just taking him on every single time. He's not just passing it back, passing it sideways. This guy actually knows how to take players on. And that's something that Barca have been lacking. If you have Lamine Yamal and Nico Williams, which you know works as a winger duo, oh my god, bro, you're set. You are set. And Barca, like I said, man, this summer transfer window, you got to go out and get the right players. And I think Nico Williams is the right guy. I think he suits Barcelona. I think obviously for 58 million, which for Barca is a fuck ton of money, that's the price you should be willing to spend for Nico Williams. And whatever wages he's on at Bilbao, I think Barca can match that as well. Because, like, obviously, if it was up to me, I'd say go out and get Nico Williams and go out and get Onana, or go out and get Nico Williams and Merino. That to me would be great, obviously. And if you want, go out and get Frimpong too. Go out and get all those guys. That'd be great. I'd be really, really happy. But again, I don't think Barca are operating in that mindset that we're going to go out and get the best guy for every position of need. You got, like, because obviously it just can't happen, bro. It literally can't happen. Barca don't have the money for that. I wish they did, but they don't have the money for that. So for me, if I had to pick, if gun to my head, Barca can sign one player. You have an 80 million budget. Barca can sign one player this summer transfer window. I go out and get Nico Williams. And you would still have like 22 million left over because he's only 58 million. And again, like I said, I know for Barca that's a lot, but dude, for a time like Nico Williams, you go out and splurge that money. And we're seeing, like, dude, I'm sick and tired of seeing interviews about Lamine Yamal getting asked about playing with Nico Williams because he keeps saying yes. He's been asked 5 times. Obviously, they want to play together. That's fucking weird. I don't mean it in that way, obviously. But anyway, they obviously want to be on the pitch together. That sounds better. They want to be on the pitch together, and we see that it works. So for me, you go out and get Nico Williams. You go out and get Nico Williams, please. A talent like that for that price doesn't come around very often, and we're seeing everybody. Like I saw a lot of Barca fans before the Euro started. And by the way, I'm not criticizing them because, you know, I understand why they thought that way, but they were like, oh, Nico Williams isn't that good. His output isn't that great. A lot of times, bro, output doesn't show how good a player is. You actually got to watch them play. And I think most of those Barca fans that thought that way about Nico Williams, watching him now at the Euros and watching what he's been able to do against all these great teams, I mean, you got to go out and tip your hat to the kid and say, you know what, this kid's a real deal. And I believe he is a real deal. And like I said, usually, if we were like, if Declan Rice was available, if Rodri was available, if Tchouaméni, oh my God, if Camavinga was available, I go out and say, you know what, that should be your priority because, like I said, I think Barca need a strong presence in that midfield. But again, Kimmich, Merino, Sumendi, I love, but he's not going to come, obviously. Onana, it doesn't convince me. Now, we've been linked to Leandro Paredes, which to me is a better signing than Guido. But obviously, he's not a guy who you want. He's not a DM. Leandro Paredes is a ball winner. He can obviously win the ball back in that midfield. But he's not a DM. He's not a guy who you can just sit at the back in front of the back, like who you could just put in front of the back four and hope to be that steady like presence for you in front of those defenders. He's just not that guy. I've watched him a lot. He's just not that guy. Again, he'd be good to have for squad depth, and I think he's better than Guido. But him being your midfield, like your DM, like the guy you bring in as the Romeo replacement per se, or like as your DM target, this new guy that's gonna revamp this midfield, it's not gonna work. It's just not gonna work, and you guys know that. Obviously, I'm not breaking any news here either. Again, so for me, like I said, I think Nico should be the priority for Barca. I think if you go out and get that guy, this team drastically changes. I think we like with that, and if you want to go out and get Paredes and maybe get another guy in the margins, if you want to go out and get Frimpong as well, if you can get him for cheap, I think Barca are looking good next year. I think Barca are looking good, and obviously with the kids from La Masia, who are just gonna keep getting better. You can just keep progressing and progressing. Obviously, you have Casal, who can play DM, who's coming from Barca B, who's coming from obviously the academy. who could do a job there as well. As long as you don't play Romeo or you're not playing guys out of position, I'm happy, bro. Because I think the biggest thing for Barca last year was playing these guys out of position, and obviously that showed so many weaknesses in our squad. And I think this year you actually got to go out and find guys who can actually fit that role. And again, I think Paredes could be good. I think Casado could be good. I think if you want to go out and get maybe like an Angelo Stiller for cheap, that'd be good. A Matt Wyford, that'd be good as well. But again, for me, if I'm talking about one, like those are all great names, obviously. But those are just guys who are not as marquee. If you want to make one marquee signing, and who should you prioritize? If you're asking me, which obviously they're not asking me, but I'm telling you guys my answer anyway. To me, like I said, for like the 15th time now, it would be Nico Williams, because again, like I said, I feel like he would add so much to the sports team, and he's just a fantastic player. I mean, I wouldn't, like, I'd be fucking salivating thinking about, that sounds weird too. Oh my God, what is up with me in this video, bro? I really, like, I dream about seeing Nico Williams, Lamine Yamal, and hopefully Vitor Roque on the same pitch, Rafinha on the same pitch. Not Lewa, fuck Lewa, but those guys on the same pitch would make me very, very happy. And I think it would be amazing for Barca, man. So Deco, Joan Laporta, instead of going out and trying to chase these guys like Luis Diaz and all these wingers that we don't need, go out and get Nico Williams, because he's going to be cheaper than those guys, and he's also going to be better for Barcelona. Do I think Nico Williams is better than Luis Diaz right now? No, but he's better for Barca right now. I can promise you that. He's younger, and you can get him for cheaper. And also, sorry, I had to burp. And also, he's a guy who, in the future, because he's so young, if you want to sell him, you can sell him for a lot more money than what you bought him for. If you get Nico Williams for 58, you better believe, unless he fucking, God forbid, he suffers some career-ending injury, or he turns out like Dembele or Coutinho, which I don't think it's going to happen. And again, you're not buying him for as much as you bought Dembele and Coutinho for. You're going to sell him for a profit. If you sell Luis Diaz, you're not going to sell him for a profit. So again, that's just my thoughts on this whole thing. Barca's priority, go out and get Nico Williams. Again, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, man. Let me know what you guys think Barca's priority should be in the summer transfer window. I'd love to hear it. And yeah, man, I love every single one of you. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll be dropping my Copa America and Euro quarterfinal predictions tomorrow. So if you guys want to be on the lookout for that, then I don't know what the fuck, you're more than welcome to. You're just going to see it on your feed anyway. But anyway, I love you guys, man. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.